Video. It has been a long time. Mainly because if you actually go back and watch the last video I did on Twitch, I had a bit of a cough, which led to a cold, which led to a damn near chest infection, which was not fun. But it's been a while and I've been feeling better, so I think I'll do a stream. And I recently decided to start over on Nioh, because I got the DLC for it, so I thought, why not start over? It's been nearly a year since I played this game, so I expect to be quite rubbish. So I'm starting again. Yes, this will create a new character data. That's what I wanted. To the far east lies Zangpu, or no, Zipangu, I think. I could be pronouncing that horribly. I've also no idea about the game volume in relation to my voice. We'll have to wait until somebody appears.
I'm Ritter. Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us, finding Ritter for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
You will notice William, the main character, his voice in these cutscenes is quite low. I don't know if it was like a balancing issue when they were doing the recording or what. It could just be my settings, I've got the music too loud. Who knows? Now, when I usually play games, I've got a different type of headset, a wrap around the back of my headset, and I use, if I'm in chat, the headset I'm using now, like on top of my head like a crown. It's more comfortable that way. And this one, after a couple of hours, crushes my ears, something fierce. But I'm using it this way because I'm very quiet otherwise.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
April 1598. It's quite a long way away. Long way, like long time.
I should have run when I had the chance.
You know, if you play Dark Souls, a lot of this game will be quite familiar, and then it won't. But it's like Dark Souls, but it's a pace slightly faster than Dark Souls. More Bloodborne-ish.
Hey, what are you doing?
I've also no idea how well it's holding up. I'm streaming this through the PlayStation 4. And I'm also streaming it wireless connection, so... yeah, if it goes a bit pixelated, I do apologise. Break or parry critical? I'm not likely to be parrying anything, so I think I'll go with break. And some booties. Some lovely, lovely booties.
I guess yourself is your only savior.
Amrita memories. Oh yeah, good see. Emotes, hello. So, Amrita memories. Oh, it's just different things. Tutorials. If I remember right, this tutorial area, I'm not really going to have any issue until I come across like armoured knights. They can kill you in like 2 hits, so... I'm probably going to struggle when I get to them. It's a fancy shirt. Oh, he hit me. I keep pressing R1 to dodge for some reason. Could sound silly like that. None of the more advanced skills become unlocked until you leave London, because then you learn the ways of the samurai. Surprise!
I saw him.
Come on, out in the open. London Guard trousers. Now, if you've never played this game or seen this game, you don't have bonfires like in Dark Souls. You have these shrines you pray at. Which I thought was a pretty interesting addition. There is the shrine, and that's my guardian spirit. When in fact I won't say anything about it because it gets explained a little later. And that restores your health. I'm not sure if it restores your items as well, but yeah, restores your health, and in the traditional Dark Souls thing, it also brings all the people back. No, I didn't pick up any stones. Wrong button. Again, I keep pressing R1 to dodge. And I think R1 is important for something, but I cannot remember what it is. Hey, a battle axe, that'll be useful. Ah, R1 is what you use to switch weapons. A spear. I think in the DLC 2 new weapons were added. I think we have tonfas, which are another, I think, low damage, high speed weapons, and another heavy weapon like the axe and Odachi. Basically a great war sword. Used for footmen to take on cavalry. So you can imagine the size it would be. It's meant for felling horses.
There's only a limited amount of amrita we can extract from this country, Kelly.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that amrita.
With enough amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain amrita if blood does not flow.
Hey! Who are you?
Hey, trying to attack me. Now that was a bit confusing there. You're saying Edward Kelly will go. Well, I'm Edward Kelly, so... Or was that guy now also Edward Kelly? Or were they going to try and tempt me, get me out of prison or the jail cell, and convince me to go to Japan for them? Either way, I escaped, so gloves. I haven't got gloves on yet. Oh, hat. The right proper. Oh yes, I haven't got. Hold on one second. What is it under basic game settings? Is it? Display headgear on. Look, it's a hat. Haha. Some of the hats look pretty cool. Some of them don't. But I like this one. And not just because I'm British. Surprise! Bobsled time. I think, yeah, this leads, this is that door from a little earlier. It leads to the shrine. Switch back to the sword. To have London guard coat. Now, you can have multiples of the same items. I'll come and read that in a bit. In fact, I'll read it now, because no one's going to attack me here. From the time of its creation, the Tower of London has served as both home for for Britain's rulers and execution ground for its criminals. Spooky. In more recent times, it has also become inhabited by large numbers of ravens, ever since it became prohibited to kill them within the tower. The reason, a certain wizard proclaiming that the killing of crows and ravens would lead to the destruction of England itself. Now, every inch of the tower is riddled with birds, giving the entire area an eerie, unsettling air. Chances are that those ravens are maybe his familiars, and he uses them to spy on people. Here's the stone. Here. Time to show you what I meant by using the stone before. If you don't have a bow and arrow or anything like that, you can go... Oi, get over here. Ah, a good boy. Having some more gloves and a second quality. I'm just gonna call it uncommon. I think there's like 7 different qualities of equipment you can have. So it's like white, yellow, blue, purple, orange, and gold, something like that. A lot of them basically. I love them walls. Another battle axe. And also some Discord stuff. 1 second. As I said, it's all been quite easy for now. That's going to change very quickly. There's 2 paths. One of them I think is much shorter, but you've got to go past those 2 guys, which, yeah, they hit you, you need to do like 70% damage. Or a slower path, which leads through the docks. If this even leads there. Oh, there's another armoured guy.
out there.
With great difficulty. So I'm probably going to die now, so do it by throwing a rock in a guy's face. And when it's one, it's not too much to worry about. It's when there's more than one. Yeah. Like through there. So I've got some greaves. As you can see, they're weight free, so I won't be quite as agile, and moving will use more stamina and stuff. But the extra defense is probably going to be more important right now. The blue battle axe. Now this just looks silly, but okay. Whoa! First one there, he saw me.
Over here!
There we go, the breastplate. I'm almost completely decked out in heavy armor. Oh, that's two of them. This is where it'll get a bit difficult. Yeah, difficult. Now all the way back to the safe room. At this point in the game, you don't actually have a way to save. Not save them, level up. So this could be where the game gets stalled for a little bit. Does my stamina take longer to return? Something to check. I think it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. How much stamina do I lose when I block? Not a whole lot actually. Fighting one of these isn't that hard, but when you get more than one, that's where things get a little more tricky. Hey, at least I'm getting lots of medicine. I wonder, can I just drag now? I'll get them both. Yeah, it seems I don't have the ability to finish them yet. When they run out of stamina like that, there's a skill which lets you like do a finishing move on them with triangle. It seems I don't have that yet. Oh, 5 hours in the Tower of London. Cool, it won't take that long. What a box. There's a box. See, dying all that time, it was useful. Got a box out of it. Not that you actually keep any of your items. I think when you leave the Tower of London, you lose all your items. So all this cool stuff I've been gathering, yeah. Oh, that way leads to stuff. Let's go this way. So, if I were to open these doors, behind it are those 2 armoured knights I showed you earlier.
Monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us.
I guess not.
His body just split in two. Oh God! You wanted to kill me from the start. Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country.
But there is a downed finisher that you can use now, but not a exhausted finisher. Yet. But there will be. Sooner or later, there will be. Oh, I missed. Oh, that was nowhere near me. Well, near-ish me. Although I wonder, do I actually have a parry, like a block, just before attack parry? Or is it a skill you learn later? I'm rightly not sure. Derek, the executioner. Come then, Derek. Let's have it.
The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold.
Doesn't have quite the same.
For your execution.
Oh, hardy hard. Yeah, doesn't quite have the same impact when your face is covered. You can't see his facial expressions. It's surprise, disgust. Ouch! I'm gonna die now. Oh, that was really fucking close. Yeah, I died. I think I'm going to switch from this heavy armor because it just uses too much stamina to do anything. Besides, I like my hat. Cool hat. So I never did manage to find the armoured trousers. Come on, Derek. Like, butt fight. Like auto skip cutscenes if you've already seen them. Yeah, stamina definitely refills better. Faster too. Oh, that just clipped me.
Well done. Quite a feat. So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
All that for one person. You know that gear I found? I've now lost it.
The journey was not an enjoyable one. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Littica remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Death and more death, and death some more. Lots of death. Before I begin my preparations for landfall, I'll leaf once more through that curious book I had chanced upon. Recorded inside are the memoirs of a sailor who had once paid visit to the land of Zipangu. Precisely how this document wound up in the hold of this ship when its author clearly belonged to the crew of a different boat is beyond me. But here I am, poring over its pages all the same. And not for the first time this voyage, I may add. What fascinates me about what fascinated me above all else were the memoirs' many accounts of Zipangu's diverse armour and weaponry. Here is where you choose your primary and secondary swords, at least the ones you start with some skills in. Just to give you an idea of what the primary attribute will be. Well, I mean, for those weapons. Like heart, I think increases like your key gauge, which is basically stamina. That's skill. Body, which is like resistances. Stamina, which is like, well, key gauge, and carry weight, I think. Dexterity, strength, and skill. Tonfas. I'm going for the sword. The sailor from the memoir seemed to have spent quite some time in Zipangu, and succeeded in keeping the company of samurai. He writes in detail of establishments in Zipangu called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instruction in the martial disciplines. Just reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I am there in the flesh, watching these warriors as they train. A samurai is master of many armaments, and trains for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I were to use another weapon, which one would I choose? Dual swords. You could have sword and dual sword, or spear, or axe, or Kusarigama, Odachi, or Tonfas. I'm going for the Odachi because that's how my planned build is going to be. The memoirs also assert that samurai are knowledgeable in the martial arts. First, they know which fighting stances to use in each situation, high, medium, or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves for the next strike by focusing their ki, or inner energy. Third, once their ki is readied, the samurai can use purification techniques to rid their surroundings of malevolence, which will be quite useful because the demons we fight can create kind of AoE key-sucking things, which are basically areas of malevolence which we can purify, if you get the technique right. I know not how to explain it, but I feel as though I have some innate ability to grasp all these concepts, and have experimented many times with each technique. Even though you don't actually have a sword, a katana, or an adachi with you, you've practiced, yeah. The memoirs state, it is home of 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine. But as I cast my gaze to the shores, I am struck by the sensation that some mystical power has been keeping watch over me. It is an energy that reminds me of Saresi. I pull out the memoirs once more, and survey each page until I arrive at the guardian spirit that best matches the force I am sensing. Now, there are many guardian spirits we can find in the game, like from defeating bosses, and we get others and stuff. We start with Kato, which gives you a bonus attribute of +1 more strength, but a wolf, the guardian spirit of the fire elemental, strengthens the attacking power of those it protects. A shark, the guardian of the water elemental, amplifies the ability of those in its protection to sense enemies. Useful for sensing enemies. And Daibowashi. Yes, that was Isonade. A hawk and guardian spirit of the wind elemental increases the evasive ability of those in its protection, which basically means dodging uses less stamina and you dodge faster or something like that. That's the one I'm going for. Sword, Odachi, and wind element. No, I don't need the tutorial mission. You just basically go to a dojo and it shows you the different stuff you can do. The dinghies, I struggle. I'm struggling already. Have been readied for us to make landfall. For all I have read on this country, nothing can continue to prepare me for what now lies ahead. I put the memoirs down and leave my cabin. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usaki, in Kyushu's Bungo province. There is little in the way of usable island. Usable land, not usable island, yeah. The coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountains. Clinging to its edge is the smallest of fishing villages, its residents eking out substance, farming on plots carved out of the hills. Their feudal lives stand in stark contrast to the village elder, whose opulent mansion, perched at the top of the island's tallest peak, strangely oversized for the small island which it overlooks. Death to the magistrate! Alright, so yeah, all the stuff I had before, it's all gone. My first actual proper samurai weapon, Bizenden Uchikatana. Grapple damage, which is amusing because I don't actually have a grapple skill yet. Grapple an enemy who's out of key. I spoke too soon. I do have a grapple skill. I'm going to keep my points because I want to get that as soon as possible. Yeah, I draw.
人数の力ある者、その身に慈しみを欲するならば、そこな社に詣でるがよい。
I can't level up, I haven't got enough Emerita. I could change a Guardian Spirit, but I'm not going to. You can make offerings. I'll explain about that in a minute. Boons are DLC items. Because I've got like the DLC and stuff, I have quite a few of these. Unfortunately, they're almost all really heavy stuff, and I wouldn't be able to equip them, and they would just like fill my inventory with crap. So I would not be using them. But yeah, if you can see at the top, underneath the weapon's name, you've got familiarity. Usually, as familiarity increases, you do more damage, or like bonuses increase and stuff like that. But once its familiarity is maximum, when you donate it to these here, they you get an increased amount of Amrita from it. So it's a good idea to maximise familiarity with weapons before you change to a stronger one, and then like sell the old ones. You'll still find yourself like donating a lot of stuff you don't need. Low stance. Fast. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage and doesn't use much stamina. Medium stance. Slightly slower. Takes slightly more key, keep using stamina. Key to use, and heavy stance. Or high stance. Does lots of damage. Takes more stamina to use and is slower. You got slow, low damage, medium, average damage, and heavy, high damage. Different stances are good against different enemies and different weapons and stuff. Makes it interesting. There are skills as well that you learn. As a he was looking at the memoirs, he said after each attack, samurai centered themselves, ready for the next attack. It's basically this. It increases the amount of stamina you get back, so... See that? I attack. Because I didn't do that thing, I lost some of the gauge. It's probably easier to show that way. There's a few examples of it. That also will purify areas which are being corrupted. We're not really going to be fighting many yokai yet, but we will, and that'll be very useful if you can pull it off and like remember to do it. I also got some armour, didn't I? Foot soldier's armour. Dough. I think is yes, 2 weight. Yeah, you've also got like the weight of them. You've got 1 weight or 2 weight. Generally, the higher the weight, the more armor, but the slower you'll move and stuff. These are revenants. If I were to die, say here, to anybody else playing the game that are on my server or something, there'll be a revenant with me and the equipment I'm using, so they can challenge the revenant, fight it, and if they beat it, it's AI controlled, but if they beat it, they gain a random piece of equipment that that other person was using, a copy of it. They don't like steal it from them. But the revenants can be quite dangerous because they can kill you, especially if you're underprepared. On the same vein though, farming revenants is probably a good way to get equipment as well. Like higher tier equipment. Because most people are going to want the best equipment they can get, so it might be fairly rare to find purple equipment from just like killing the NPCs, but you find a revenant which has got a piece of purple equipment, you might be able to get lucky and get it. And, entertainment of the people. The citizens have little in the way of leisure activities. Their greatest entertainment takes the form of public execution for criminals. I think this is something from back in London. Whether young or old, rich or poor, not a soul in England would spare mercy for those held captive in the Tower of London. With a great hock of meat in one hand and a mug of ale in the other, they would cheer ecstatically, while the criminal met his bloody end. Really? You'd go that way around? I guess okay, whatever floats your boat, mate. And this is a Kodama. They're little shrine guardian things. And they're spread out across the different levels, and if you get them all you can get a Kodama blessing, which will increase things like how much money you get from defeating enemies, how much Amrita you get. Chance of medicine, or elixirs as it is now, dropping from enemies and all different kind of things. Weapons or armor dropping to higher quality. It's a good thing to get them all. Of course, they're spread out across the map, so. If you enjoy hunting down things like that, go for it. If you don't, it's bound to be a YouTube video or two. Ooh, nice dodge. That was what I was trying to do earlier. Touch machine got unplugged. That just on my laptop. Can't tell. Advert. I will see. I'll continue until the advert's over. We'll just stand around and do nothing. Visiting Udachi. Yeah, it was just the page screwing up and not the stream, which was good. So yes, I've got an Udachi. Now you've seen the size of the normal katanas. The dual katanas are about half the size of that, but there's one on each belt. This is the Udachi. Hey, it's a big fucking thing. Now there's a third person who is watching. Hello. Look at this thing. You can tell it was definitely used for felling horses. Which will be my weapon of choice for fighting groups. In fact, give it a go now. So casually. Stabby, stabby. A spirit stone. I think spirit stones can be used to do stuff. I can't remember what. There's a lot of things I can't remember. The easiest way to find out is to go and have a look. A crystal of concentrated amrita, whose golden glow evokes memories of freshly harvested ears of rice. Use it to receive 500 amrita. I'll be saving that. I have a multi-pack of Stellar cider. I wanted the pear cider, but there isn't any. I'm quite partial to the Stella Artois pear cider. It's very smooth. These are just the 330ml cans. They're not massive. But £3 from Amazon, which was nice. Got 4 of them here to drink. Ouch. Tasty. And sacred water. After that first visit in the sanctum of the shrine, it spreads up key recovery for a short period of time. This water has been used in rituals since the days of old and is embedded before making vows to the gods. Imbibed, not embedded. Chrissy, still haven't gone for that shower. Oh well. How's your headache doing, Chrissy? A little better, I hope. That's the skill I want. That's actually a skill I could also afford. Still sore for fuck's sake. Yeah. As a fellow migraine sufferer, they suck. Skills, yes. Aye. Go. I'll be using that a lot. It'll be like one of my primary means of attack. Mainly because it looks cool and does shed tons of damage.
技の終わり、すなわち斬新にて気を整えるべし。さすれば心静まり、再び気力充実せん。確かこの森の小屋にあれで一瞬報いてやる。
How's the volumes, the game to my voice, Critty? It's not something I've really been able to tell. Trying to pull off moves I don't have yet. That it has a skill you get later when you draw your weapon. Sorry, when you shoot your weapon, you can immediately use it to attack again. Not having that, I'm probably going to use that particular set of movements and get hit a lot. Yeah, it's a Kodama. Hello, little fella. The shrine's that away. Don't get lost again. Stabby, stabby. All this blood on my sword. Ah, almost fell down then. An archer up there. I'll go round. hearing things I can usually not hear in this because I usually don't play it with headphones in, well, headset on. I'm hearing like
いずこを惑うつくも神御身に慈しみの心あらばそのおましどころへとお連れしたまえ
yeah, so I'm hearing like monsters and people and stuff where you normally wouldn't hear them. Unfortunately, mate, you died. And that's a shortcut, so when I inevitably do die, if I don't make it to the next shrine, I can make it here again quickly. Hey! I could do that too. I think I might get more Amrita from killing enemies with that move. Ah, that's another Kodama. Hello, little fella. I do like how they've got like rice bowls on the head. It is amusing. Right, motherfucker. Now, I remember that this guy is actually quite a tough guy. So there's a chance I'm going to go down there, hit him, but then he'll turn around and kill me. So, tally-ho! Or not. There, you could probably tell by how much health he had. He'd take a beating and still keep ticking. Oh, charm. What does this charm do? Well, they're both weight too, so it shows the weight. 2.1 pound, 2.4 pound, if they're pounds. Right, the Amamori charm. I'm not sure if that's defense versus Yokai Realm or offense, but anything with a verse, it's probably a good thing. Defense from behind, and equipment drop rate. That will be something very useful. And I also think there's different ones that have different. Yes, a tiny statue that provides divine protection. It is said that looking inside will make you lose its power. Will make it lose its power. sure there's a moral story there somewhere. Right. Bizenden Odachi. An Odachi forged in the Osafuni style of the Bizan province. The present-day southern Okayama prefecture. Slightly curved, it is capable of both thrusting and slicing, and its weight leads great power to each strike. And another Bizenden, Tanuchi katana. The katana forged by the swordsmith from Bizan. The shallow curve of the blade makes it excellent for both thrusting and slicing. Yep, there are different types, different curves. Some are straighter than others, some are curvier. Hey mate, come say hello. Ooh, an arrow. I don't actually have a bow yet. I was going to hit him like that, but he died already. A longbow. Equip that, baby. In the game, you have 3 types of projectile weapon. You have bows, firearms, which are basically musket rifles, and cannons, which are basically miniature handheld cannons. Yeah, they're weird. I would be sticking most likely with longbows, or bows in general. Yeah, there's also different types of ammunition. How do you change ammunition for them? Ah, triangle or square. Normal arrows and stronger arrows. I'm not sure what the difference is. I could find out though. It probably won't appear there. But yeah, normal arrows. A bamboo shaft tipped with an iron point. 3 feather fletchings add spin to the arrow in flight to make it even more accurate and deadly. What's that? Iron Kurizani. A forged material used by blacksmiths. So basically a small iron ingot. Small sheets of standard plate iron, perforated and connected together, the fundamental building blocks of armour. Heavier than leather armour, but far more durable and resistant to damage. I know. Push an arrow with the power of, to exercise evil, very effective against yokai, and can even dispel entrances to the yokai realm. Ooh. I did not actually know that they could dispel entrances, because you'll come across areas in the game where it's just distorted, and you go towards it, and usually a stronger yokai will like pop out and attack you. Didn't know that they can actually dispel that, but I wonder if that just closes it or stops a yokai from coming through. Either way, it's useful because usually those yokai are quite capable of slaughtering you, and often do. I forgot. I saw an item up here somewhere. Yes, I did. Small spirit stone. It's like a perfect. But I say it's a perfect ambush point, but there's a shrine there, so maybe not. The ability to receive Kodama Blessing has been unlocked. Yay! Summon the visitors. That's the way how you can summon a friend or just a random person to come and give you a hand. You can only be summoned into a level you've finished, though. Which, when we first got this game like a year ago with my mate Finn, we wanted to go through the game pretty much together. But it came because like enjoyed doing that, it was fun. But we had to like beat each level separately before one of us could join the other. We got to like level 50 odd, about a third of the way through the game, and I got stuck. I got to a big sea boss and it just kept killing me. Finn probably went on and completed the game, knowing him. He loves these type of things. Right, Kodama blessing. I've got no oracle blessings. I've found no Kodamas that do that, so no more Amrita. I found one swordsman blessing, so increases weapon drop rate, increases armor drop rate, or healer blessing. I'll probably be going for elixirs right now, because if I screw up and get nicked, I'll need to use healing items. I see you. Wrong button. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage just yet. But... I remember this bit can get a bit tricky. This is like 7 or 8 enemies in this area, and if you pull like that one, the 4 at the front come at you. I suppose I could pick them off. Not quite killed him, but close. Thank you for the Amudita. There's one person in there. Now there is none. Yes, this armor's too heavy, I can barely move. There's a reason you train in armor. I can hear a Kodama.
周囲の気は共鳴し、常世を打ち払う力とならん。
Go on, my little fellow, Scarpa. Maximum familiarity reached. That means I can switch to something a little stronger. Do I actually have anything a little stronger? Something you'll find yourself doing a lot in this game. Checking if equipment you've found is better than what you've got. 40 defense, but it is a full heavy armor set. Like £10. What does it look like? Looks pretty cool, but yeah, way too heavy. Oh, I could switch through like that. I'm silly. That's been done, and that's no dachi, so do I switch or do I stay? I'll use a spear, but my Vincent Odachi, I'll use that. Actually use I'll actually use that. Get the familiarity with that up. Another one. Lovely. What I mentioned earlier, like areas of corruption where the yokai portal things, that's one over there, and I'm not sure if that's a necessary fight or if it's one you can like skip through by doing this. No, that answers that. Heyo! Come on, let's take this outside. Nice. Yeah. Yes, fighting that thing with this sword could have been a little bit dangerous. Because of the stamina drain and stuff. I also got a purple item and people, men and demons. Only the thinnest of lines separate humans from demons. Those who let their emotions run out of control may find themselves to transformed. So transformed, not to. For one who say a demon dwells inside all of us. Oh, for one could say. I need to read this before I start actually reading it out. Because like, one thing goes in, something else comes out. The agitated souls of those drawn into the chaos of war are particularly susceptible. Now, once tranquil lands are filled with the transformed. Damn! Yeah, the yokai realm reduces stuff. It's demon horn, a forging material used by blacksmiths. Rods of solid amarita. These horns protrude from the heads of demons and are the source of their creature's strength. Destroying them is said to cause a demon to temporarily lose its power. Interesting. Did I get that because I shot it, or was I just lucky drop? What happened on boarding that foreign boat? I don't know. So does rage cure pain then? It's a damn good anesthetic. Just ask Zaid. He got shot in the face. So, pretty much gonna get rid of all of the armor pieces I found. It's what heard you since you played a Mass Effect. Same. I still hope they'll get the thumbs out and like remaster it, or just bring the trilogy to PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Yes, make these an offering to get some extra Amarita. You also sometimes get gifts as well. I think there are also other things you can do with armor later in the game, like either sell them for money, break them down for materials, I can't remember. Either way, that's a bit off yet. Well, a lot off yet. Yay, more elixirs. Now the question is, do I want to level these up, or just use them? Because it's a case of I'm not sure how big a difference Amarita will get with like tier 1 stuff. Let's just get rid of them for now. Damage to revenants. I suppose that'd be good if you were going to farm the revenants, but I'm not, so I'll get rid of that one. I'll keep that one because it was the stronger of the two. And spies, Currency Gamma. They're cool weapons to use, but not the build I'm going for. So that'll be a shortcut way once I've gone through the burning town. Oh boy. A burning town with enclosed buildings where enemies are going to jump out at me at every corner. You watch. Damn it. I hit the wall. I was also using the good arrows. Oops. Surprise! When that thing's hands and feet glowed and it jumped at me, if that hit, it would have done a lot of damage, maybe even killed me. I am very squishy, and I've just realised I have not bothered to level up at all. So if I die, that would be 8,685 Amrita lost. And that was the situation I found myself in. The good arrows is in ones that are good against demons. Because you got normal arrows and ones which you've got like purification effects on them. It doesn't use any elixirs for end bosses. That won't happen in this. If a boss clips you, you'll lose like 90% of your health. So yeah, you'll be popping them like Smarties. I think first thing I want to do is get my spirits all the way up to 11, and then that's all I can afford so far. Yeah, doing that spirit up to 11 will let me have about all of my current spirits bond skills. You like Smarties. The Guardian Spirit. Now that I've got 11, it doesn't actually show it now because I've used all of them, but all of those different skills like Spirit Protection, Evasion, Key Use, Equipment Drop Rate, Quick Attack Damage and Luck. You need a certain amount of Spirit before you can use them. They're like your bond with your Guardian Spirit. And in this case, because I've got all of them, now I have loads of stuff. Like the 40 extra luck is going to be very good because that'll mean I'll get rarer drops which drop. Quick attack damage is good. Equipment drop rate plus 20 is great. So thinking on it, that particular Guardian Spirit might actually be the better of them for gathering equipment. I also got me a bunch of skills to learn my skills. I'm not actually using a sword at the moment, so I might as well check my Dachi ones. Some skills are linked, so I got the grapple, so that means I've got a grapple for like dual swords, and I've got a grapple skill for spear, axe. Not for the ninjutsu one though. Something to note if you do get the game, the Nioh magic, I think that's how it's pronounced, It's basically a Japanese priest type thing, and the ninja. They do have some skills you can get, but it might be a better idea to get things like this, like increases sacred water that can be carried by 2, but that's not particularly the one I'd be going for. It would be the amount of elixirs you can carry with you, like when, because if you are to die, I'd return at the Kodama, the shrine, but if I could have been carrying like 20 elixirs which I'd gathered throughout the map, but I would then default to having 3 on me, because that's as many as I carry with me. So if you were to have one which increases how many you can carry by 2, that means you'll have 5, and if you're like boss rushing, trying to like beat the boss, it's very useful without having to go and spend half an hour to an hour gathering more. I think they will be under this one. Damage versus Yokai Realm plus 100. I think that's just a flat out damage. So it might be useful. Let's start from the bottom. Sensitive weapon time. 2 Hermit Talismans, Leeching Talismans. Well, mate. Gold cane. Could look by 15. But I'm not sure. Certain skills will only unlock after you do certain missions, and I'm not sure if the one where increases health gained by elixirs. This might be the elixir one. No. But increases health gained by elixirs is good. Like, so is that the Yokai Realm. I think that Yokai Realm, certain monsters, they'll do attacks which might like hit the ground, and then like a wave of magic will spread out, and the ground will be like it would be like on Final Fantasy 14, where an enemy's about to do an AoE attack, the ground goes white, the yellow, sorry. But on this, if you go into that, you'll take like a debuff, which means stamina regeneration will decrease massively. That will mean it will be less effective. So I'm gonna get that if I can't find what I'm looking for, which may not actually be under. Yeah, it might not actually be under this one. It might be under something else. Lifesteal talismans. Yeah, so it's not under this particular one. The gold one, wasn't it? Yes. The Yokai Realm. So that will mean I will now have plus 100 defense versus Yokai Realm. Woohoo! So is it under this one? Yeah. Increases elixirs that can be carried, but I need to get these first. Do I need to get all 3 of them, or do I get one and then ultimately can get that one? No, other training required, I need to clear a mission, so I'll probably be able to get that after I finish this mission, maybe? Possibly? How's the weather for me later here? Hasn't. Well, it hasn't really rained, but it has been very cold. I mean, I went down the shop earlier, put some more money on my card to do some last minute shopping, get some more chocolates and stuff for the kids. But I'm freezing myself going down the road. It was very cold, but no rain. It might be raining now. Lean back and have a yes, it's raining now. Just opening the blinds on my windows may be cold. Yeah, Anyway, something I like on this, because you can get new skills. You can also have an example of what the skill looks like, which is pretty cool on itself. Ooh, so that's kind of like the II skill. Ooh. Ground quake. I like the sound of that. Boom. Wrong button. Do that a lot. Key pulse heaven. High stance only activates when you recover full ki from a key pulse. Raises the damage caused by your next attack. Ooh. Allows you to follow up a quick attack from mid or low stance with strong attack from high stance. The triangle at the end of combo. So would that automatically switch you to high stance? Because at the moment, if I want to go from medium stance to high stance, I have to press R1 and then like square or X or triangle, and in the middle of the fight that can be a bit fumbly. So if I could just go like square and then immediately press triangle and it will automatically switch to a high stance, that could be useful. Because you can't go from a light attack to a heavy attack straight up. You have to like stop. So, techniques to make you more deadly. Like I said, there's a lot to this game. So you got that skill, quick draw, and you've got a built-up one, more damage. The skill I use a lot is this one, I think. Yep, normal attack, and then you pretty much immediately do an II draw. So many good skills, I don't know what to use. Genuinely don't know what to get. I'll get that. It's basically the II draw. So is your head feeling any better? Are you taking yourself some tabs? As strong as the well, maybe it is as strong as the II draw. Not like I've spec'd into any stats yet. Creeping, slam! Ooh, leather cord. Now, this is one of them portals to the Nether Realm. It says that the special arrows can disable these, and I'm not sure if I couldn't on the other one because it was like a special bossy one you had to fight. But yeah, this guy. He's a fast attacking big guy as well. Great. This might end badly for me. It might end badly for me. Shit. I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. I died, Tina. I died. That's gonna happen a lot. Bloody lot, I tell you. Thank you very much. How dare you! I can do that too. I've just noticed I do 666 damage when I do that. That is just amusing on so many levels. Right, demon, it's time for my revengi. Suck it! Have I familiarised myself with that weapon yet? Yes, I have, and I hadn't even noticed. I also need to pick up a new katana. Normal katana, not an Odachi. Lots of revenants. That's also, if you're still there, that's also a way to know something bad's about to happen when you look at the ground and there's dozens of revenants. Bloody graves. Damn you. Everyone wasted on you. On this game, since I last played it, they've added like clans and clan wars and all sorts in this game. P versus P. I'm not sure if you have an invader mechanic, like in Dark Souls. Hello. But it wouldn't surprise me if they added it. And Tina, if you don't feel up to playing Terra tonight, don't worry about it. I mean, I've had migraines before and really wanted to play something, but in the end just couldn't. So Danny feel bad. Headshot. Headshot. If I remember, somebody saw me. Yeah. I was gonna say, if I remember, one of these buildings, the roofs collapsed. It was that one. Ready for your second attempt, fella? Is that... It's an actual katana! Yay! I can switch back now. Not that spears aren't awesome. Oh, but it's a fairly low level one. Ah, why the hell not? Yes, also if you get the game or try the game, remember, when you've got the menu up, you can actually forget you've not gotten it down, so then you'll come to an enemy and you'll try and attack them. Oh, they've actually changed that. That's useful. So when in this menu, it used to be that you couldn't attack. So you'd go up to an enemy, you'd press square and do nothing and you'd just get dominated. So it's nice to know they have improved some things. And I'd be interested in a Nioh too. Most definitely. Ah, antidotes for poison. Yeah, that's... Of course antidotes are for poison. I suppose you could have antidotes for other things, but yeah. A tool for sharpening blade that restores familiarity level. Why would it restore familiarity to a weapon you were not familiar with? Wouldn't it add familiarity? Right enough, yeah. There you go. Antidotes on. Sounds like a Kodama somewhere. Oh, it's right there. So I say, that sounds like a Kodama somewhere, and he's like right under my foot. I waited a little bit too much for that. I was going to wait for it to attack and run it through as it attacked me. Be all epic samurai. But I waited a little too long. And it nearly killed me with one hit. That will teach me for getting cocky. I'll be back, you ghostly realm thing. I don't want to fight that and then suddenly find I've got a dozen other enemies at my face. Ooh, that's no, definitely a better katana. Close combat attack key reduction, so that'd be well, you use less key when you attack it close range. Mid attack break plus 9.1%. That is a something. Break chance is I think it's how much stamina you drain from them when they block. And parry is the opposite side of that, I think. It's like how less stamina they take from you when you block. Or there could actually be a parry thing like in Dark Souls. I know there's a parry skill, which I've used before and it's damn hard to use right. In fact, I'll show it to you. Where is you, parry? Is this it? That's an enemy. Alters backwards movement when wearing lighter. Huh, cool. Allows pulsing when dodging. Nice. It parries an enemy attack and then places you behind them. So yeah, parry is a skill, so I don't think there is a parry of where you block just as they're attacking. But that's more a reversal than anything else, because it does lead into an actual skill you can use to attack them afterwards. Hello there. Step out of my parlour. Ow. Did you dodge that? That's something I remember as well. You can actually run still for a little bit while you're set up for that. So you can position yourself a little bit. Oh shit, you finished! Yeah, he made me jump. That is what you get for making me jump. So I go out there to attack that guy. I'm almost positive I'm going to get attacked from another angle. Or not. Another corrupted area over there. Oh, you drop down there and get to that roof. I see. One thing I know I won't be doing is opening that portal from this side. I remember having all sorts of trouble. And I creepy up on him. So there's fire, there's Yokai Realm, recurrent damage from fire, so basically just less damage from fire. Less burning damage from fire. Hiccup. So what I'll do is I'll climb the old ladder, drop down onto the roof, hopefully not hurt myself, and make my way across this bridge. Ah, a gun. No, yeah. Why not? I'll equip the matchlock. Let's have a look what it says about this. A matchlock made on Tanegashima Island, famed as the site where European firearms were introduced to Japan. Tanegashima name became synonymous with matchlock rifles. Lovely! These are all basically the same. Well, that one has an increase to armory to earned and more defense, so having that. And that's crap. That roof will break. It's one of those special arrows. Right. Let's see if it does work this way. Nah, don't. So the text lied to me. Hello. I'm cheating on you. You thought I was going to fight you fair and square? Ha! At level like 4? Kidding me? I think I can kick this, yes, I can kick this ladder down, and that's a shortcut. Ah, I remember this bit. I had all sorts of trouble, even at like level 20 here. That might have been going through this place on a Twilight mission, which is basically the same mission, only on hard, basically. Where that thing would just appear and because there's not much place to maneuver, slaughter me. But what you gonna do? Hey! Hello, Axeman. Can I ask you a question? No way that was anywhere near hitting me. Oh shit, fella. try and push me into the fire. No! Fallen from this mortal coil. Yeah, that one is a bitch. And now I have to make my way all the way back. But fortunately, I think, the monsters from the portals, they do not return. And I'll say that again. I think. Yep, they do not return. So close yet so far. You can knock that over when you get around there and turn that off, and it's another shortcut. But until I get there, I'm screwed. I dodge rolled into him like an idiot. It's one hit is like taking 90% of my health. Oh, fuck. I've lost my soul now. I have lost all of those amrita I'd gathered, which admittedly wasn't a lot. My little guy's back. And now I will hit that guy with furious anger and terrible vengeance. Another one attacking me from somewhere, or was that its dying scream? Oh shit, I got up there, yeah. Come on, shoot at me, there you go. Oi mate! Like I said, furious anger and terrible vengeance. Ooh, 2 more arrows. Useful. Oh. Thank you for the arrows. I'm all demonized. Fortunately, I'm also all powered up. That would appear. I like that. I like that sheathing motion. Pretty cool. Yeah, it would appear that that was what's human. Did I also? No, I didn't max familiarize myself with that sort of back. Miss. becomes a case of, oh no, I have little health, but haven't got enough health healing items either. This is not good. Not good at all. Damn, Edward, you a beast. Casually shove it with your foot. That'll break. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it will. Oh, there's one behind me as well. I keep forgetting about that attack. Quick dodge. A fan, foot soldier's armor, and another Odachi. Still using the miner's boot, the mariner's boots. Ooh. Dash key usage. I'm not sure what that critical means, if it's like when you're at critical health or at a critical, like when you use it perfectly or what. I just don't know. Wrong one. Reduce damage for attack. Damage reduction 0 key. That would actually be very useful. I mean, imagine if you had, like, items with 10, 15, 20% of that on each of your item. When you're out of key, that's like having double armor. And if you're already a heavy armor build, provided they don't get, like, one of the finishing moves on you, you'd still, might be able to survive. But the golden Amrita urn is what I would be interested in. Although more Amrita than gold right now. So I was also checking the weapons. Longbow. Everyone loves the longbow. Yeah, I remember now why it was a good idea to have a longbow and maybe a matchlock, because it's two separate types of ammunition. Having two longbows equipped doesn't mean you can carry twice as many arrows. You still can only have as many arrows as you can have. I ordered by type. So we've read the flavour text for the Beaven Den. What about the Yamato Den? Made by the swordsmith Yamato, I'm guessing. A tachi forged by swordsmiths from Yamato province. Longer and more deeply curved than an Uchigatana. It is designed to be swung downward. So you would think that would have different bonus stats, and it does have different bonus stats. It's actually pretty nice to know. So different types of the swords have different bonuses. That could also just as easily be because of the different skills on them. No, I think the different katana types come with different statistic enhancements. Like, I'm trying to think of the fancy name for it, but can't. My mind has gone blank. So that takes more exit damage from skill rather than strength. So that overall might actually be just flat out be better. Because you got the B plus from heart, but I'm going for like going to be a heart, strength, and possibly stamina build. So overall, I'll get more damage out of that than I would out of that in the future. I mean, right now it's like what? Can be a difference between one attack damage. Not a whole lot. Alright, now I'm doing it for the yeah. I'm doing it for the familiarity. You can sometimes find elixirs and stuff in these broken crates. Travel amulets. I think travel amulets take you back to where the last shrine you prayed at. Hey, rifle ammo. Which looked odd like rifle and thingy ammo, but okay. I'm not gonna say bullseye, but bullseye.
なんだこのちっこいの。家に帰りてえのか。悪いが俺はもう動けねえんだ。
Just the type of place to have an enemy waiting in ambush, but he wasn't really waiting to ambush. He was more waiting to loot somebody. I don't know. Oh, 5-star. It was really not that guy's day. Shot in the face, fallen off, and then stabbed. but before I do a drop attack, I'll lower this. Oh, the camera changed, and I was suddenly looking over there. Surprise! I missed! I don't believe that. That was going to be beautiful, but I missed. I mean, no. I don't know if I hear a Kodama somewhere. Possibly above me. But yeah, if I drop down, he looks up, sees someone coming down, and just in front of his face, an inch away from his nose, drops the tip of somebody's Odachi. He's like, oh crap! Like something from a Jackie Chan movie, that would have been. Either that or just as he lands on the floor, his screen freezes and this is when he knew he fucked up. Oh, got some at purple. What is it? Summoner's Candle. The shrine's that way? Maybe? How did you not get alerted and like drop down to attack me? I mean, I made plenty of noise. I missed. I keep forgetting you don't have to hold it in. You have it on, you fire. Oh, a cat. Harry carry sword. I don't plan on committing suicide anytime soon. But I think that's a way to get back to the shrine, possibly without losing your Amrita. An honourable death. No, they were not. They were they were not cats. They were birds. Yes, it's been a while since I've streamed. It's what happens when you've got a bad cough for like 2-3 months. You can't really stream, otherwise you'll be. If you like, go to my videos and look at my last one, the Spider-Man one I did. That was just as I was getting the cough. It's only been about 2.5 weeks since it's really stopped. It was a bit like overblown of an attack. I completely missed them. slim chances and still factor. And how are you anyway, mage? It's been a while. It's been a New York minute. I think, if I vaguely remember, there's somebody around here. Yes, there is. Oh, there's a guy with an arrow there. Still gonna have a coffee south. Been out of commission with the flu for the past couple of weeks. Yeah. In my case, I got the flu, which led to a cough, which led to borderline chest infection, which led back to the flu because I caught it again. Yeah. I think my niece had it, she gave it to me, then I gave it back to her, and she gave it back to me. So, fuck her. Though, ironically, I'm not sure if it was the same niece who gave it to me the second time. What are you going to do when you're sick, you're sick? I've opened that door, I don't need to go there anymore. I can try and take this guy out now, while I have my super special ultra power of death. Oh, he got me. I didn't realise I ran out of stamina. I am quite fragile. Fragile. Oh, that's not where I want to drop. Suck it! It's a puppet. Ouch. Yes, ouch. In response to both me dying as pitifully as I did, and the flu. Fluception? Bom, 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 bom. Time to sell all this, well, hand in. Did that say Jumanji Spear? Because that would have been amusing. Elixir, yay! Antiseptic needles. An acupuncture needle that neutralizes paralysis. So it's basically paralysis cure. If anyone suffers from epilepsy, I apologise. It's a fan. Ooh, extra look. And human equipment drop rate. Proficiency bonus 7. Yeah, I'm going to equip that because of the proficiency bonus. You've completed the requirements for a title. To view titles, go to title window. Your reputation level has increased. And you have received prestige points. You can view your prestige points in the title window. And title obtained 1. Reputation level 2. Agio, Prestige, and Ungyo. No idea what the difference between those means. A title list. Where is the title I got then? That's a lot of potential things to do. Oh boy. The quiet one. Attack 50 enemies from behind. Oorah! It's my stealth gaming coming in, that is. Gameplay records. Total damage caused to enemies, 129,000. Total key damage, 3,000. Yeah. It tracks a lot of different stats. That's pretty cool. Are these? Yeah, they're different. I think these seem to be the Ungyo seem to be like specific martial, and these seem to be like elemental stuff. It's like killing enemies, more esoteric stuff. Yeah. Anyway, on we go. To actually level up before I go and face the boss and get mushed. Because I'm going to get mushed a lot. I don't want to get mushed. What am I going to want? What am I going to need? Doing everything. Yeah, I was going to equip that thing with million level. Change fire charm to the fan. Magic pot containing water from the underworld that opens a portal to the yokai. Oh, basically, throw it down, call in monsters. These are bombs, trouble amulets. Salt harvested from a salt field. Traditionally used to purify defilement. When used, it causes large amounts of key damage to nearby yokai. I'm having you. I'll also, while I'm here, I'll also have a look at my Kodama. My Kodama blessings. I have an Oracle blessing now, so I can increase the amount of Amrita gained. Still, at the moment, pretty much the best I'll get is going to be the healer blessing. And there's one more Kodama I haven't found. No clue where it could be. Excuse me, coming through. Actually stopped to pick up an item. That's just silly of me. bad shit happened. Strong yokai summoned. Here's honey, 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 honey. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. Some levity before I get squished. Now that's a face for radio. Owie, 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 owie. Owie, 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 owie. I'm wasting lots of shit. Oh dear. It's free. Ooh, it just quit me. Oh dear. Oh shit, 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 roll! Oh, you bastard. That was... I saw how little health it left and stopped being... That was not nice. I need to clear a mission before I get the next one. really any skills that are going to be useful against this at the moment. And yeah, how long have I been playing this? An hour, hour and a half. So yeah, probably a good idea to go have that shower. You get. Phone. Ah, that was nowhere near getting me. Of course, now I only have one healing left, so... Ooh, boy. Oh shit. You jolly green bastard. He grabbed me. Instant kill. I'll be right back. I need to use the little boy's room. Dun, dun. I'm back to die again. Try the Odachi this time. Hello. Goodbye. What the fuck happened to my corpse? The Odachi's shit for that boss. And I also forgot to pick up my friend, so that means I no longer have my power attack anymore. Oh dearie me. Dodged the hell I wanted to. This gotta be a bastard. back my bird. Bit of a long reach on that one. That was nowhere fucking near me. Oh, fucking hell. Maybe this time I'll actually manage to get my special built all the way up. You don't usually do that quick. Fucking eat it, bitch. All that just waiting for my special to regenerate. Well, to build it. Yes, to end the mission. Please do.
Who are you?
A foreigner? Your skill against Oni is impressive.
As is your skill with English.
My name is Hanzo Hattori. And you are?
Call me William. I'm here in pursuit of someone.
An enemy, perhaps? Hunting a person down in a strange land will not be easy. If you lend me your strength in fighting Oni, I will help you in return. Well then. Dawn is breaking. Come.
Well, not the strangest person I've seen with a cat. No, not the strangest person at all.
天下人であった太閤秀吉様が亡くなり、この国では今、二人の侍が歯を競っておる。一人は秀吉様を継いだ石田三成殿、もう一人は我が主君、徳川家康様。わしは家康様から西国大名たちの調略を任され、この九州へ参ったのだ。ウィリアム、近頃巷には地味猛量が出没し、大名たちは手を焼いておる。鬼を切るその腕を売り込めば調略の好機となろう。案ずるな。あやかし騒ぎを追えばお主の仇も現れよう。まずは家康様に近しい隣国豊前の官兵衛殿のもとに参ろう。
So I was wrong at the beginning. The guy who the person in the castle was talking to, the guy with the tattoos and the bald head, that was Edward. I'm William. I see. Right, so much for that foreign merchant I've been tracking. I was hoping to capture him and use him as a bargaining chip, but he's dead now. One reaps what they sow. You acquired a Hamaragi, Himuragi fragment. If you use one during a mission, you will lose all Amrita. However, they can be retrieved by cancelling the mission. The mission-based action controls has been added to the dojo. The mission-applied action controls has been added to the dojo. The mission, The Way of the Ninja Novice, has been added to the dojo. Twilight mission, The Blessed Village, was locked, which I believe is that mission we just did. This is a high-risk, high-reward Twilight mission. Enemies are stronger, but you also have the chance of obtaining strong equipment. You can only play a Twilight mission when Twilight comes. Well, yeah, basically the enemies, they're a lot blooming stronger. A lot stronger. Your memory is obtained through Amrita. So, basically an echo. Yokai illustrations. Oh, it's basically the enemies. Took you blooming forever to kill. Guardian spirits. I've just realised my bird has hair. And that's the one which was William, his original one. Session, that's pronounced apparently, means freedom in Gaelic. It was stolen from him. That'd be William, and the armour he uses the default. So you learn more about them when you unlock. So let's read this because I want to. William is an Irish-born English sailor. While still a boy, he lost both his parents in the war with England. He also met his guardian spirit. The two have been inseparable ever since. Overcoming these early tragedies, William grew to be a strong and capable young man, and threw in his lot with an English Navy privateer. A pirate ship in all but name. Again, already quickly forgot how you pronounce that. Special abilities to locate powerful Amrita spirit stones allowed him to flourish as a pirate for a time. But when he stumbled upon a military secret project to weaponize Amrita, he was imprisoned in the Tower of London. So that also explains why the bold guy wanted that spirit. because they wanted to find sources of powerful Amrita, and with that one, apparently, they can find a lot of them. Yeah, I think you mentioned something like a city of gold as well, which considering Amrita is originally gold, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, just before William escaped to the Tower of London, the alchemist Edward Kelly, that's the one, stole Seishu. Seishua? I'm gonna go Seishua. Yeah, stole Seishua. From him, determining to get Seishua back, William followed Kelly doggedly across perilous seas all the way to Japan. But nothing he had heard about this fabled country of gold would bear him for the realm of supernatural peril and death it proved to be. Well, Amrita does appear to be a mystical source. In the end, most of the demons are made from it. It's probably made from demons. Right. Hattori Hanzo. Hattori Hanzo is a ninja in the service of Tokugawa. I think that's pronounced Ayasu. His real name is Masanori Hanzo. No, his real name is Masanori. Hanzo is a name inherited by the successful... my damn big tongue. By each successive head of the ninja clan in Iga province. Present day Western... Is it Mai Prefecture? Although his father was known as Hanzo the Oni, the current Hanzo has more of his father's skill as a ninja than his prowess as a military commander. He is a master of intelligence, concealment and sabotage, and leads an army of several hundred ninja who lurk in the shadows waiting to carry out secret orders from their lord. As one of the few people in Japan with knowledge of foreign language, Hanzo also guides the newly arrived William in his search for Kelly. Derek the Executioner. Unlucky guy. There's more to learn from him. Interesting. Does that mean we get to go back to the Tower of London? Derek is the Tower of London's executioner. He himself had committed a crime deserving the death penalty, but was pardoned on the condition that he take on his current position. He has ended the lives of over 3,000 people in the years since then, including political prisoners and dissidents, in grisly public spectacles that often featured his gigantic axe. Brutal man to begin with, he grew more and more violent over the course of his duties, and although he obeys the orders of Kelly and his associates faithfully, he no longer speaks. In fact, he shows no sign of emotion or intelligence at all, as well as decapitation. He also executes people by hanging, and even invented a device for hoisting people off the ground rather than dropping them from above. His name is still used for that type of crane, even in our day. A Derek crane? I don't know much about cranes, so I couldn't say. Yeah. Edward Kelly. Edward Kelly is an English alchemist, having mastered the secret of turning lead into gold. He uses Amrita to turn humans into monsters and reanimates corpses. He has a guardian spirit named Ouroboros, and is capable and is able to disappear, disguise himself as another, and steal other people's guardian spirits to use as his own purposes. On the orders of John Dee, he stole forgot the pronounce it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna call her Sal. Sal, who is able to see it. Forget it. I'm going to continue to butcher it, so I'll butcher it. For his own purposes. On the orders of John Dee, he stole... Yes, who is able to detect Amrita from William, set out for Japan, a land full of high-quality Amrita lying fallow. He is cruel and determined, willing to do anything to achieve his goals. He thrives on the chaos of war, taking sadistic pleasure in human suffering. And I have a feeling there's more to him than meets the eye. We'll be coming back to those as they unlock. Stories, yes. skill customization. Oh yeah, that's this. Oh, that one plus circle. The amount of times I tried doing that on that boss, but it just failed and sheathed the sword. Skills, items, and equipment. So yeah, nothing yet. Deep in the Shadows, and Death to Bandits, and the Isle of Demons, which we've finished. So that's the next main mission. That's some... Ah, there you go. Shrine, Blacksmith Dojos, Tory Gate, and the Storehouse. The Storehouse has got all the crap I had in it from the Tower of London. Hidden Tea House, not unlocked that yet. Tory Gate is how you invite people. Dojo the Blacksmith. Welcome! You don't look like you're from around here. My name is Tummy. I was reading that. Tell me a story from beyond. I want to know more. About special finds, about buybacks. Yeah, I remember most of the stuff. You must have travelled a great distance to get here. Perhaps you should stock up on supplies. Yes, perhaps I should. Forge, so I can make them for different materials, and as we progress we can also unlock more powerful ones. I think I get missions from her to either get materials or something, or do missions for her or whatnot, and you do them and then you unlock higher tier stuff. Unusual armor. I think the unusual armor set is the one William uses by default. Tools, amulets. So you can increase ingots to high quality, and then quality to high quality, and then high quality to highest quality. So much. What does so much do? Can't remember. I think so much allows a lower level piece of equipment to be upgraded into a higher level piece of equipment, but that could also be yeah. So much does that refashion changes what it looks like. So you could have I don't have two of the same weapons to it with. Yeah, I don't have two of the same weapons. It could basically make that katana adachi look like a different type of adachi. So you could have different weapons and armor sets, but you could have them all looking from the same set, if you know what I mean. Hair, you can change the hairstyles, reforge stuff. Reforging can change the different abilities on them, and disassembling them gets me different stuff, which is very, very useful. Like iron and wood, and you're going to need that So that's what I'll probably end up doing with most of my most of the armor and stuff I bring back. Bye bye. That said, I've got a load of crap in my storehouse which I should probably take out. I just triangle and move it straight to my item box. Okay. I picked up a lot of stuff. Time to disassemble the Tower of London stuff. Lacquer, spirit iron chunk. Ah, I can select multiple. That's very useful. And then disassemble all. 5 rare, 9 uncommon, 5 commons into a shed load of stuff. And now I could go to the forge and make some of these stuff. So yeah, that we might is it fashion? Yeah, refashion will change that katana to look like that one, but retaining all the stats and stuff on that weapon. Whereas Soul Match will take, say, if that's level 1 and that's level 8, use that as the main thing, that as a material, and it will turn that into a level 8 weapon. So you don't have to just keep dropping items you really like. Because you might get rare or legendary ones. What can I sell, actually? That was... There we go. I've got 8 elixirs in my storeroom, so I'm definitely going to have to buy some more of them. Summon's Candle, Special Candle, Summon's Guardian Spirit, and Emery from Grave. This rare item is made until wax is created from fruits and blooms only once every 8 years. Pick up. So I can buy equipment rather than forge it, which is nice to know. Rosewood Tonfa. I haven't tried the Tonfa weapons yet. Book of Reincarnation. A text detailing the secrets of life, death, and rebirth, as you reassign your Amrita and skill points. However, using it will reset your level and skills. It cannot be used during a mission. Well, of course, considering your Amrita and skill points are tied into stuff. Hand cannon ammunition. Ooh, these are all quite expensive, and you cannot, it seems, buy... Why can you not buy elixirs? That's not fair. Bye-bye. Triangle is safe. Okay, so I have been streaming this for, let's have a look, over 3 hours. I'm not sure exact time, but I'm going to be making dinner soon, so yes, I will possibly be returning later. It will depend if Chrissy is feeling okay. She has had a migraine for the past almost a week now, I think. Maybe not that long, but yeah. She should be returning. If she doesn't, then I'll either play some more of this, stream more of this, or maybe stream something else, I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do want to see more, you can't leave a comment because it's on Twitch. Yeah. I will also be uploading it to YouTube, so I suppose if you want to see more, let me know there. Anyway, au revoir. Bye bye. Tutti ciao ciao.
Arrivederci.